The reason I'm looking to punch more than one hole is because I'm looking for the loose contact. Where is there usually, I mean it's there most of the time, it's a loose, easy contact of floss. Where is it? Hallelujah. Or canine and lateral. It's always kind of a loose contact. So now by myself, no assistant, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to just floss it right there. You see that? And I actually punch for her lateral. So excuse me. I got you. I remember. So look at this. Got it?
So it just holds it.
It held it because it's a light contact. Okay, so now I got a chance. And I'm going to floss that one. I'm here for you. Okay, so now from here, I'm on my own. Does it look like I've done this before? On myself, by myself? Now the dam, you see where this rubber dam is light? And it's just cutting it. Look at this. So I'm going to just start working this thing. That's that light rubber dam. That's that weak punch. That's that dull punch. You see that? So we're going to make a split dam. And this is what I do in the office. I'm going, what was I going to do? Let's say I was going to do number 19. Well, yeah, this may be start over, but let's just go this. I'm going to go split dam. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all that. This makes me mad. See, she uses a light dam in the office, this girl, and sometimes the assistants will bring me that. I'm going to go, get that stuff out of here, get me back to my heavy stuff, and then give me my good punch, because this happens. But I'm going to go ahead and overcome it at that, right? I'm just going to keep moving. But how am I doing, though? I could have been in the split. I'd have had the quadrant by myself. Do you agree or do you disagree?
I see.
Okay, fair enough. And so I could still do an MO on that, but I got that quadrant isolated, and I did it by myself because I utilized these light contacts here, and they're easy for me to floss. Did you see that? I can just floss it in. Now she's got a lingual arch retainer there, but and that's how I would do it if somebody was in my office as well. If they got a lingual arch retainer, it's a problem.
Do you put some floss there just to hold it in place?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And or the product called wedges. So yeah, there's yesterday, I don't know if I took a picture or not, there was one that I was having trouble getting that contact, and man, I put about 4 things of floss, grabbed 4 more, and I was jamming it in there, and I had floss everywhere. We got it isolated, and I pulled that floss out. Okay, but yeah, I'm doing that. There's another product game called Wedgets. It's made actually for, it's a rubber band. Have you seen it? And you just stretch the tar out of it. So go back to the Wedgets. It's a big old thick piece of stuff. So don't tell me about the heavy rubber dam, because that Wedget's bigger than that heavy rubber dam. And what do you do with it? You stretch it and pop it through. So I've got my quadrant isolated. Now I'll do the refined effort of, you know, doing my corners. Okay. The other thing I do is don't lose sight of your patient. A lot of them will just, even for show, even for the psychology of it, just trim the rubber dam away from their nose, just to act like you care. Right? With all due respect, right? Just come across that, or the assistant will come over. There you go. Or fold it. And that's what we'll do. And everybody knows what a envelope is for the rubber dam? One last trick. Y'all know what that is? There you go. Where's my San Antonio person there? Right? Right? They taught you that, didn't they? So come on up. Okay? Let me show you residents one more trick. Here's the trick I showed them back in the day. All right. Y'all ready? Your residents? Take that dude. Pull it off. Or get your handpiece. Get your handpiece and cut it. Okay? There's a wire in there. It's a copper wire. Put a hook on it and put that hook of that wire in there and that suction. You see that little wire in there?
Yeah.
So get your handpiece and cut it off and let that wire stick out. Put that in the suction, and then you put that wire and hook it right there. Okay? And then you got your poor man's assistant, because that is sitting there holding the suction for you while you're working.
Or you can just go right through the envelope too.
Sure, there you go. And he's right. You can come up through here. There's a wire in there. If you'll trim some of that off and pull it off. Sometimes I guess I'm getting weak. You can pull that off, and then that wire sticking out, and then you can stick that in the suction, and then you can hang it right there and just put a hook on that wire, and then you got it sitting right off there and you can work. Okay?
Do you do ligations?
Yes, I do ligations. Y'all know what that is, right? Okay, ligating the dam is actually, as far as I was taught, now I taught that in San Antonio. I don't know who gets credit, but ligating the dam, we're not going to have a good ligation here because I split my dam. But ligating the dam is basically, let's say we were going to work on that premolar and you're going to do a class 5 on it. I can show you, I took a picture this week where I did it, and I took it specifically for this class. I don't think I loaded it off the camera, but I did. So basically what you're doing now, pretend that septal area, that rubber dam wasn't broke. I'm going to floss here. I'm going to get some length here. I'm gonna floss here. This is also called, this is a kind of forcing the inversion of the dam. So what I'm gonna do is I'm working to the lingual. You see that little fold up there? I'm gonna catch that floss on that and I'm gonna work it like a, I'm gonna work it back and forth. I'm gonna let, is that hurting by the way? I guess I'm expecting you to know. Treat me like a numb. And I'm gonna kind of work it and shoe shine it down here and cross it over. One way to do it is it's a wax floss, will hold it sometimes and it'll take that rubber dam and put it down for me, okay? Or like he's saying, ligating is literally tying a knot. So I'm just gonna take this and tie it. And there's a great, on that Style Italiano, that Richard Field is his name. He just posted a case out of United Kingdom and he ligated.
That was for that anterior composite case that you showed us.
There you go. Do you see that? That's cool, isn't it? So that's all that was ligating it, and he did all that. It's composite. Those were composite buildup. Let me show you one other thing that came to my mind that I was going to show you. What was it?
How do you keep them held up, though?
What do you mean?
Like,
You just tie them tight, and
Right,
you work
but-
them up the tooth, and it just
I
follows.
know, but he had the, he just had them break
No, I'm saying you
talking
mean
about-
for maxillary teeth.
You
She's
talking
saying
about
if
on
it's-
that picture?
the, yeah.
Well,
but he had them on
He
each
took a
tooth,
pair of
but then
scissors and he
had
cut them short. So he had
Oh,
little,
okay.
they look like little bows if you look at them. They were little tied bows. He didn't leave it hanging out 100
Yeah.
miles like I did here. He went in and trimmed it up and so he could get to that interproximal gum area. So one other thing real quick. Let me show y'all one other trick. Go grab me, where's my, go grab me a 212 clamp out of there. You show you, so another concept that's wonderful for class 5 restorations with the rubber dam and a quadrant isolation. She's tough, man. She's married to me, so you know she's got to be tough. She's like permanently numb. What's that?
I said, are you that boring? You just numb her to death.
Look at how I am, man. She lives with this. You know why she has children? Just to run from me. She's like, oh God, the kids. I'll go to the zoo, anything to get away from this guy. I come bursting in the kitchen sometimes, and she's like, oh no, he's got an idea. So secondary clamp, primary clamp, secondary concepts here, okay? These are valuable. This is Stefan Braue taught me this, okay? Primary clamps require floss, right? Primary clamp is that clamp right there, because that went in the mouth with no rubber dam to protect it, okay? So it means that patient could swallow it and lose it and blah, blah, blah. So the reason I like to do it where I can see it the whole time because it breaks. But a secondary clamp does not require floss. And this is one of the most useful clamps on a class 5 restoration. So let's say I was going to do a class 5 restoration on